We just picked these up yesterday, and I already did a video on the doorway one. These are going to be the ones we're going to put on the sides of the home, of the back deck, I should say. And we picked them up at Lowe's. I'll have all this information at the end. I'll have it on the slideshow, so you'll have all this information. I cut it up and scan it so you can see it. But what I'm looking to do is actually, I did a doorway one, so that's that doorway one. I already did it. And we're looking to put one there. We already have the doorway here, and then one here. So we had bug nets, or I should say bug netting to keep the bugs out. But the problem was that it was blocking the view, and I really liked the view we have. So on certain days, on most days, we have this all open, and we just look out, and it's just really nice to look out, and it feels nice. It just looks nice. So when we had the netting on, you couldn't get a good view of the view. You know, it was all black and dark and was messed up. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm putting these, and this will probably will cover 80% of the open area. I mean, they're still going to be able to get in through there, but they're just not going to be able to just come in. So we actually turn on the fan. The fan usually blows them away from keeping them from coming into the house here. So we'll turn on the fan, and the fan will blow downward. So if the bugs come across the fan, it'll just blow them away, which is pretty cool. And what I'm going to probably do is do netting here at the bottom, but leave no netting on top. So that way we can still have the view. You know, that's the most important part, is just to still continue to have the view. So I'm putting up the last two pieces, and it should cover everything. And then we will maybe, with the coverage of the bottom, if I put the netting below, we probably will now have probably 90% of coverage, which would be better than nothing. Well, we got bug zappers and everything, but you know, they can only work so much. So that's what I'm looking. So let's open up the shades and show you how they look in the packaging and everything, and then put them up. This is everything that comes inside. I'm going to fast forward the whole installation part. All the instruction will be at the end if you want to follow that. But I'll just show you. I'll fast forward the install. But this is everything that comes inside. The manual, the stick, about 4 feet long, the ends. And I've already done it. These are exactly the same ones I have behind me, which are right here. So I've already done this twice. So hopefully it'll be as fast as it was to put those up. So let me, I'm going to fast forward the rest, okay? Anyway, that's everything that comes inside. That's the color. And I'm just going to fast forward everything else. This one's done. Now let's do the next one. It is hot outside. Oh, I should say humid. If you're looking to move this to another side, so right now I want to put this on the left side of the area that we're going to put it on, but I can't because of this facing this way. So if you take the cover off, you'll have exposed these screws. Take these screws off and just flip it around, and that'll allow you to put it in whatever side you want. It's only, is it only 2? Okay, yeah, it's only 2. So now I gotta flip it this way. Let me screw that screw in because So now, hold on, this is going to go on the left side this way. Is that correct? Let me see. Yep. So only the 2 screws will go on. And, oh no, I'm sorry. It's got to go this way. Like this. Okay. The other way would be, so it's got to go on the inside. Is that right? Yep, on the inside this way. Okay. Now we're gonna get this done straight. Give me a moment. So it's got to go like this. Okay. Just like that. Okay, let me put in the screws here. So if you want to flip it around, that's how you do it. Okay, let me fast forward the rest. It came out really nice. I'm very, very happy with it. I'm going to show you the outside. You know, one of the reasons I also switched it out is because the netting made the home look so ugly from the outside. It was convenient hanging out inside here, but it was so ugly outside. So this really, really helps. Like I said, I'm looking to prevent at least 90% of the stuff coming in and out. And it looks nice. I think it came out very nice. A lot nicer than that netting. Like I said, I'm going to put it down at the bottom here. So, but the view will always be unobstructed. I'm trying to get the view unobstructed. So let's go outside and I'll show you the view from outside. So as you can see, you know, this is my taste. I think it looks much nicer than the insect netting. And it also keeps the sun out. So it's the sunshade. It protects you, I don't know, have UV protection. But my whole thing is insects and the sun beaming down. So I think it came out great. I really, really like it. I'm very happy with the shade. All right, so I hope you liked the video. I hope it helps. Thank you. Bye.
Info on item. Coolaroo Outback Exterior Roller Shade Mocha Light Filtering Cordless Outdoor Roller Shade Actual Size 98.75 inches by 72 inches. Item number 574,403. Model number 474,775. Cost $58.98 and $39.99. Lowe's, https://www.lowes.com/search ? Search term $Coolaroo +outdoor +shades. Lowe's, https://www.lowes.com/PD/Coolaroo-outdoor-shade-mocha-light-filtering-mocha-in-shade-mocha-in-shade-in/502230227 Home Decor/window treatments/window shades/window shades. Raise and lower your shade with our smooth hand crank mechanism. Our breathable knitted fabric allows for airflow, while reducing heat and improving your privacy. Blocks up to 90% of harmful UV rays for optimal protection of your family and your outdoor. Coolaroo hand crank operated outdoor roller shades features our unique knitted fabric to provide the ideal outdoor shade product. Perfect for any outdoor space, including pergolas, decks, and patios. Our weather-resistant fabric and components resist fading, ensuring your shades will look great for a long time. Coolaroo outdoor shades provide a fresh, unique, stylish addition to any decor. Raise and lower your shade with our smooth hand crank mechanism. Our breathable knitted fabric allows for airflow, while reducing heat and improving your privacy. Blocks up to 90% of harmful UV rays for optimal protection of your family and your outdoor investments. Cordless operation for child safety specifications. Collection name Outback Exterior Roller Shade. Recommended window depth 2-inch cord type cordless. Pull cord location N/a color mocha. Back color mocha privacy shade. Energy saving moisture resistant. Safety release device hardware included. Actual length, inches, 72. Actual shade width, inches, 98.75. Actual window width, inches, 96 common shade width, inches, 96 common shade length, inches, 72 cord accessible window treatment motorized. Magnetic. Cell layers single top down / bottom up. Style roller light control light filtering color / finish family brown. Cordless indoor / outdoor. Material high density polyethylene can be cut to width. Package quantity 1 ounce 52131600. Outdoor roller shade. Congratulations on the purchase of your Coolaroo registered outdoor roller shade. Please be sure to read the manual in its entirety before installing your shade. 5. Idle end unit. 4. Idle end plug. 6. Wand. Mark the holes. A4 stock shades, use the chart to determine the placement of your screws. Fig install brackets. 3. Aluminum tube. 2. Clutch plug. A. Install the crank unit and idle end unit brackets, Fig. The crank unit bracket will be on the right side, and the idle end unit bracket should be on the left for standard installation, they cannot be interchanged. Note, do not tighten screws completely yet. 1. Crank unit. Additional tools needed: drill with 3/16 in bit. Level tape measure. Pencil. 7. Shade. 8. Bottom. Rail. Installation instructions. Parts list: parts quantity 1 crank unit Z13 cous per 1. 2 clutch plug 1 CP1 3 aluminum tube 1. 4 idle end plug 1 IP1 5 idle end unit 4 IU1. 6 wand 1 7 shade 1. 8 bottom rail 1 fabric width. Screw to screw 48 inch by 72 inch by 96 inch by measurement overall width 48.87 inch by 73.25 inch by 97.25 inch by 20-minute setup. Approximate time, bracket to bracket, 50.37 inch by 74.75 inch by 98.75 inch by. Idle end unit bracket. Crank unit bracket. First, insert the clutch plug into the crank unit, insert the idle end plug into the idle end unit, and snap the idle end plug securely into place, Fig. With the shade in place, adjust the brackets so they fit snugly on each end of the shade. Important, now go back and tighten the bracket screws completely. Your shade comes standard with the clutch on the right side of the shade and ready to be mounted on the inside or outside of your window frame. If you purchased a custom shade, or intend to keep your shade with the standard settings, you may skip this section and proceed to the installation instructions. If you want to move the clutch to the left side of the shade, or you want to hang your shade from the top of the window, or ceiling, you will need to make a few simple changes to your shade before proceeding to the installation instructions. Important, the screws included in your hardware kit are for use with wood only. See your retailer for mounting recommendations when attaching your shade to any other material. Alternative clutch setup. Your shade will require a non-standard installation if you are changing the clutch to the left side of the shade, or if you are mounting your shade from the top ceiling. Note, if you purchased a custom shade or are doing a standard installation, you do not need to make these changes. If you want your clutch to be on the left side of your shade, you will need to make a simple change to your crank unit before you install your shade. To make this change, remove the 4 screws, Fig. Turn the crank unit 180 degrees so the wand eyelet can now hang down from the left side, Fig. Put the screws back in, and tighten. No change is needed to the idle end unit, it works for right and left mounts. Clutch plug. Snap idle end plug. Into idle end unit remove. Screws to. Change from right hand to left hand. Control rotate crank. Unit change to a top ceiling mount if you want your shade hang from the top, for example, the ceiling. You will need to make a simple change to your crank unit and idle end unit before you install your shade. Remove the 4 screws from both brackets. B. Turn the crank unit 90 degrees so the clutch eyelet hangs straight down. If the clutch were hanging from the top, and turn the idle end unit so the opening is facing away from the window. Put screws back in. Install the standard wall mount. Important, only install your valance after you have installed your shade. Refer to in order to help identify which bracket goes on which side. Remove bracket covers, if installed. Slide off the shade bracket covers if installed. You will not be using your bracket covers. Attach the right valance bracket, screw the right valance bracket into place. Insert the right side of valance into valance bracket. Slide the back corner of the valance in between the lip of the top of the valance bracket. Start sliding valance into place, moving towards the curve. Use a flathead screwdriver to open the slot on the underside of the valance bracket to wedge the front, curved portion, of the valance into place. Install the left side of valance, slide the valance, while attached to the left valance bracket, over the left mounting bracket of the shade. Screw bracket into place. Installation instructions. Rotate crank unit 90 degree. Rotate idle end unit 90 degree. Remove screws. Installing inside top mount brackets facing down. Prepare crank unit for an inside vertical mount. Start by sliding off the bracket cover on the crank unit if installed. Remove the 4 screws from the crank unit. Rotate the crank unit 90 degrees so the wand eyelet hangs straight down to the ground. If the bracket were hanging from the inside mount, put screws back in. You will not need the bracket covers. Install crank unit, idle end unit and valance. Mark the holes where you are going to put your screws. Attach valance to crank unit and idle end unit through holes in top of valance or sandwich the valance between the top of window casing and the brackets. Note, hardware to attach valance to clutch and idle end unit is not provided. Install the crank unit and idle end unit using screws provided. Install shade. Insert the clutch plug into the crank unit, then insert the idle end plug into the idle end unit, and snap the idle end plug securely into place inside side mount. Brackets facing away from window. Switch clutch to left mount. Remove both bracket covers. If installed, you will not be using your bracket covers. Your shade comes standard with the clutch on the right side of the shade. Note, only do this step if you want to move your clutch to the left side of the shade. Remove the 4 screws from the crank unit. Turn the crank unit 180 degrees so the wand eyelet can now hang down from the left side. Put the screws back in. Slide valance into brackets A. Slide the valance into the 2 valance brackets B. Once the valance is in its brackets, slide entire valance into place. Note, valance should stay in place on its own. C. Mark your holes. With the valance and brackets in correct position, mark holes where screws will go. Take down valance and brackets and pre-drill holes for screws. Put valance and brackets back into place. Install crank unit, idle end unit. Install crank unit, through holes in valance bracket, into pre-drilled holes. Install idle end unit, through holes in valance bracket, into pre-drilled holes. Install shade. Insert the clutch plug into the crank unit B. Then insert the idle end plug into the idle end unit, and snap the idle end unit securely into place. Limited lifetime warranty. OutdoorRoller Shades Coolaroo registered is pleased to offer a limited lifetime warranty on the enclosed product. The limited lifetime warranty covers the purchaser in the case of manufacturing defects, i.e. a flaw in the product design, materials, or workmanship, as stated below. What is covered? €1 original defects in materials or workmanship provided the product was properly installed and used €1 for 1 year from the date of purchase, all hardware including internal mechanisms, components, and brackets. €1 for 1 year from the date of purchase, fabric for simple lift and spring operated products. €1 for 3 years from the date of purchase, fabric for crank, easy release, solar motorized, wand operated and remote operated products. €1 for 5